everyone, welcome back to Pushing Pixels. I'm your host, Sam Mestis, and I know it's Tuesday. We're just going to do a real quick tip because this command, this Photoshop command, it kind of annoys me. It's not found in any of the menus anywhere, but it's kind of a powerful little deal. And every time I have to use it, I have to go back and remember the keystrokes to use it, and it's totally annoying. So I'm just going to do a tutorial. There are a lot of them out there, so I'm doing mine, so deal with it. And the command is called step and repeat. And step and repeat is just a glorified way of making an array or a polar array of objects that are spaced at an assigned distance, if you will. And to do that, the project we're going to do here might be irrelevant to you, which is fine because I'm real more worried about the command than I am the project. And so we're going to make a piece of loose leaf notebook with some fringes on the side here. And I already made a little rectangle here with some rounded edges. I used a shape, and I think it was 20 radius I used. That's irrelevant. Use whatever size you want. The other thing I built was this little round circle with this line through it. And that is I'm going to use that as my selection set when I build the fringes for this paper. So let's do a step and repeat. I have my layer selected where that little thing is right there. And if I go Alt-Command-T, what that does is it copies it to memory. And if I drag out the copy, you're going to see a new layer appear over there too. So I'm just going to hold down Shift and drag a copy down right there. Yeah, right there. And hit Return. And as you can see, it made a brand new layer of that copy. Now, don't do anything else, but hold down Shift, Alt, Command, and start hitting T over and over, and you're going to get copies, and you can see my layers building over there. So I'm going to keep doing that. Maybe one more. There we go. Awesome. So like I said, I'm just going to use these as selection sets, so I'm going to collapse all these by selecting them in Command E, and then selecting them in Command E, and one more, Command E. Okay, those are all collapsed, and I'm going to move them up just a little bit on the paper there so they're spaced a little bit even. Awesome. Command click on that layers, and we're going to get our selection, and we can turn that off because we don't need it anymore. Now go down to the paper layer here, P-A-P-E-R, I guess I should name that, and I'm going to hit delete. And there are my fringes for the paper. And not bad. It gets that whole thing done real quick. I made some lines earlier using the same process. I'll clip those. And now I have a nice little piece of notebook paper here. And if I want to, I'm gonna put a layer below that piece of paper and use the paper as the selection set. Command click on the paper icon. And I'm going to fill that bottom layer under it with black because I'm going to use that as my shadow. So if I got that on that black layer, I'm going to use blur, Gaussian, and 10's a little hot, maybe 8. There you go. 8's not too bad. And there you got a nice little piece of paper. Actually, you know what? I can do one more thing. I'm going to make a brand new layer and put it right above the paper layer. It's wanting to clip. Let's not do that. Make it above the lines, actually. Clip those lines back in there. And I have these nifty little brushes I got from Brush Easy, as usual, and they are called paper brushes. Let's pick those. And what they are is pre-made paper wrinkles. They're pretty large, so let's get them down to size here. And they're kind of hard to see. You can sort of see it there. Maybe not that big. Perfect. And if I clip that as well, I get some nice little paper wrinkles. You can kind of see them. And not bad. Anyway, so that's step and repeat. The other thing you can do with step and repeat is, and I'm going to turn all my paper layers off, and I have this little arrow I made. And maybe I'll fill that with white instead, since you can't see it. There we go. The other interesting thing you can do with step and repeat is you can make a polar array. And I'm going to move it just to the center a little bit. So with that arrow selected, just for example, I've made this arrow, I can hit Alt-Command-T again, and I'm going to drag out the anchor point from the center, and I'm going to push it over to the right a little bit. I'm holding my Shift key. So anchor point out here a bit, and I'll let it go. And then up here in this box, this angle box right here, I'm going to enter 15 degrees and hit return, and you can see it already made my copy for me. And hit return, And there we go. Return. Now, again, I can do the array, Shift Alt Command T, and keep hitting T, and you get yourself a nice little polar array. Not bad. Little deal there. So that's a couple little tips and tricks you can do with polar array. Like I said, I have to use that command, or I have to use the step and repeat command quite a bit during the course of a week. So I figured I might as well just learn how to do it and quit screwing around with it. And good luck with that. And thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on Friday. Have a good day.